Have you ever had a robbery intercepted by the police?
To be honest, I don't think so. They have saved me when I was kidnapped after I was robbed and kidnapped and found me in Boo and saved our lives, but...
Have you guys ever had materials stolen from you returned by the police?
No. We have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in materials and never got any of them back. And that's because I've tried to get the officers to do sting operations and things, and I've had conversations with them on investigating more, and they haven't done anything. And what they keep telling me is that, sorry, we have back-to-back calls and pings that we can't like do anything more.
I'm gonna tell you guys the reality of the situation, okay? During this hour, they more than have enough people to come down here and do a sting op.
And I've even mentioned that, like, we are willing to help in any way we can. It's just like they just don't. And I don't know why. I don't know if there needs to be more incentive for them to do it, or maybe they don't have the training. Is it something with the training involved? Do they not have enough training to do sting operations? I don't think they've ever done one.
Sanitation's a moving target. It's hard for them to keep up with where we're gonna get robbed at.
And I don't think that's it, to be honest, because there's specific spots where you could plan it and just kind of be like sitting ducks and have it happen. There's definitely ways we could go.
Literally have some guy in the passenger seat.
You could literally have coppers in the vehicular with us or tailing somewhere, like from afar, not being seen.
We could just spend a shift undercover in a car with you.
Exactly. And we've talked about them doing that, but they just haven't done it.
I will say that I recently, I went to one of their shift meetings and I was like, hey guys, you should try this. Working on it soon, so keep your lips sealed on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, man, sounds rough.
It is, but we're hanging in there.
So you're the CEO.
That's right.
They want you to sell for 6 per, these gangsters?
Yeah, these gangsters want us to sell for 6 per.
How badly would that hurt your bottom line?
We would lose all of our employees.
Why?
We pay our employees 6.5. If we pay them any lower, they're all just gonna dip.
So what is the numeric? So you buy the materials from your employees for 6.5? You said?
That's right. And then all the managers get paid a cut. Then our salespeople get paid cuts. All the people get paid the cut.
I thought who here said that you guys sell for 8?
Oh, I did. Or somebody did.
To Mosley's a contract is at 8.
I don't know why Bo told him that information. I'm honestly pissed.
So there's already like a thin profit line.
Exactly. So we can't lower it anymore. It's just these guys want things for free, basically.
How much you get paid for, per sanitation job? Just like
$68 per zone. And it's kind of crazy because all these other jobs get, paid more per promotion, but we don't get paid more per promotion. Even if it was something simple like before you hit your 100 gold stars and you earned $50 per, and then once you hit 200 gold stars, you get 100 per.
Yeah,
and then
we talked about the meeting.
Yeah.
Or the town hall yesterday. You said 65 or 68?
68.
I got it down.
Yeah, it's just simply not livable and like a secure income source for us at this point. A lot of people are quitting because they do have to solely rely on these material sales.
Okay. I have a solution. How much more money do you think people working sanitation would have to receive per job, per drop-off point, in order to make up the difference and allow you to sell for that price to these people that keep chain robbing you?
Oh, man. That's a great question. Jason!
Crunch some numbers on that.
Hey, Jason?
Yeah?
Mind answering their question since you're so good with the numbers?
I haven't done the math on it, so I don't have that number off the top of my head, but I am able to figure that out and pass it along.
Now, we can probably have that for you by tonight.
Okay. So
1,000 a zone, imagine. It's probably, it is probably, how many jobs per hour? That's a great question.
as a temporary solution, seeing as you're not getting any help from the police department, is raise sanitation worker pay, which will hopefully allow for you guys to negotiate a lower price with these gangsters, or to negotiate that lower price with these gangsters. Maybe you guys can go
we
for like
probably won't be
7
lowering
or
it.
some shit. I don't know.
So these guys, I mean, there's no, like, unfortunately, I don't think we can even negotiate for like a 7 because these guys are so hard pressed on the 6.
Can I say something here, please?
Yeah.
I feel like that's, I mean, excuse me, but I feel like that's just a rough decision because you're then bending the knee to exactly what they want, and then they end up monopolizing the entire market here.
Exactly, or just
And
kind
then
of
use this reason, but you're negotiating with terrorists.
Hold on. The LSSD is monopolizing the market right now.
No, we don't actually. There's a lot of independent workers.
Yeah.
We don't
I'm an
monopolize the
independent
market.
contractor. I'm an independent contractor and I have no problem selling between
Yeah,
6 and
we
8.
truly don't have a monopoly.
I also don't work for them, but that's not a
Yeah, I don't work
verbal
for them
boxing
either.
argument. That's a stupid, argument to that. It is true that no matter what, there will be somebody at the top who controls a majority of the market.
Right.
And even from an outsider, I think that's totally fair. But at the same time, I think the intent that the LSSD has is that there are still people getting a profit at each step.
Yeah,
As to
there's a
where in
lot of people
comparison,
besides
they're
us
going to be trying to just take
making
it.
And
money
I'll
from
use this as an
materials.
example. The next storm they sell for 10 and 12. There are people that sell for 10 and 12 for
Yeah.
materials
Why?
because they can. That's like I said. There's nobody controlling it. It's
Supply
up
and
to whoever
demand.
sells it.
Prices are generally gonna
They're gonna
bottom out
fluctuate.
to whatever the market can bear.
Who here works for the LSSD? Raise your hand. We got Cleo.
Feel free to call me Cloak.
Cloak. Well, do you not like Cleo?
Oh yeah, I hate my first name.
Well, Cloak. Okay, sure. So we got 3 people here working for the LSSD. You guys aren't allowed to sell the materials that you have to the general public. Because
We
you sell
can, but
directly
we
to
choose
Mosley's.
not to. Yeah.
Right. So to all of my independent contractors here, how much do you guys typically sell your ship for?
Usually 8.
Recently 6 because of the gangsters, but
Is that
before that?
Hold on. When you're selling for 6, you do that because you were forced to?
Yeah, getting threatened, forced to.
So do these gangsters know that you're selling for 6?
Yes, they come
Have-
up to you, ask if you're selling for 6. They want you to paint your truck yellow. They remember who you are.
You
Then
do
they
that,
press
and
you
then
for
still sell it
materials.
for 8. That's.
But yeah, like 8 is generally what I can sell mine for. If people are desperate for circuit boards, I can get 10 to 12. But it really just depends on how desperate people are, or
Is
how
that your truck back
loyal.
there?
No, my
honestly,
truck's not out right
the
now. I don't
fact
know.
that
Whose
they
yellow truck
said
is
we
that?
have contracts and
Oh,
whatnot,
wow.
I'm still
What a great fucking
mind blown
snitch.
that they even told
You
the mayor
motherfucker.
that.
It's my
And then
truck.
I could not
So
go
are
along
you
with it.
selling for 6?
Fuck no.
So you're just saying you're selling for 6?
Exactly. You fucking.
Okay.
you lie.
Yeah, we all just say, I think.
Yeah, you say it, but like with people like me, I have to go undercover because they know who I am. Literally, they kidnapped me yesterday, asked if I was selling for 6, and then they were like, I said no, and they were like, you're lying, and they threatened to cut my pinky off.
Huh.
Jesus.
Okay.
I had an idea. I approached BBMC with this because they had robbed me once, and I called it the girlfriend experience, where I
The
take one of their
girlfriend experience.
hangarounds with me, do a job of sanitation, do a couple of shifts, and sell it back to them at 3 per. And they didn't take it.
So I got a question. How many of you guys have a weapons license?
I just got mine today.
Nice.
I have a gun right now. That's why I went with the Cloak and them.
Nice. So we got 2 people here with a gun license?
I think it's 3?
I'm not here all the time though. I'm like just joining friends and stuff,
Okay.
mixing up life.
Yeah, shit's fucked right now. The only thing I can do right now is to raise payment for drop-off points, which would hopefully compensate for the lost payment if you were to charge a lower price.
No.
I can do whatever 68 plus 17 is. I fucking forget. I'm fried right now. 85 or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, even that's better.
Yeah, that would definitely help.
Yeah, I think even that much would be better, to be honest, and then reevaluate later.
Yeah. I mean, you're CEO. You can negotiate with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in negotiations, but like I said, these gangbangers, they don't like to do any talking. They just like to do shooting.
It would be nice.
It's hard to
if
have
the license-
conversations when people are just pointing guns at your head and just saying you're doing this.
If I talk to these guys and I say, hey, LSSD is willing to do 6.5.
We aren't, though.
And they agree.
I don't think that would make up for. I don't think you raising our pay would make up for that difference.
It's what it's.
Independent contractors wouldn't get that benefit.
Why not?
Because I don't work for the LSSD.
Well, yeah, but I mean they're the biggest sanitation group around.
I mean,
right,
the independents actually outweigh LSSD.
Well, okay. Well, why not everyone just agree to that price?
I think then we're just kind of giving into the problem, right? Like giving into them being able to control the market. Do you think they should be able to control a market just because they're gangbangers and have guns? Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we have to be the ones?
We can't negotiate with them. They don't want to negotiate.
Sell 'em for 6.
At the end of the day, you have two choices. Okay, 3 choices. One, you do what I would do if I was in your situation. I would mask up and I would hunt these guys. Okay, and I would take my shit back. Okay, obviously you guys are going to do that because you don't have the fucking equipment to do that. 2, you can negotiate. You can accept this higher drop-off pay in order to hopefully recoup some losses and be able to do your job without fear of getting shot up because you guys have an understanding and agreement with these people. Or 3, you can whine and preach that you shouldn't have to bend the knee to these people. But in actuality, the only difference between you and them is that you are trying to do it in a different way. Sure, they have a gun. Sure, they have a gun pointed to your head. But at the end of the day, might makes right in this situation because the LSPD is not doing their fucking job. And you have to understand that you need to look out for yourselves first. And if you are content with getting bullets in the head because your bosses are telling you that you can't sell for a certain price, or you guys are just not willing to sell for that price, you need to do what is safe for you at the end of the day. And I'm offering you an olive branch. Okay, I'm trying to.
He's offering them an olive branch, not us.
The burden that is being placed on you. Okay, workers like you, I mean, I guess I thought the LSSD was bigger than it was. I suppose it actually isn't that big. The more you guys are able to work, the cheaper my vehicle repair and everyone's vehicle repair is going to be. The more prosperous everyone is going to be, because at the end of the day, these robberies, what they're doing is they are detracting from the total flow of materials into Los Santos, which means they're robbing you for temporary gain, essentially. And yeah, it's fucked. It would be fucked if you had to breach a broker or a deal with these guys. But this is how it's been done for hundreds of years in America. Like, think about like the mafia, the way that they would, take payment for protection money and shit like that, right?
Yeah, it's extortion.
Yeah, it's extortion. It's fucked. And I wish that wasn't the case, but that is what you guys are dealing with right now. And there is not a fantasy world that exists where you guys are able to lift your chin up and say, you know what? No, I don't want to do this. Because if you keep doing that, eventually, Mr. This guy with one of your 3 guns in this crowd will stop fucking coming around. Other gun, Cleo, maybe you quit because you've been shot in the head 20 times. When does it stop?